the mind-like aspects of the cosmic potentiality. Since it can interact with our mind, the cosmic potentiality must be mind-like. Does this mean that the cosmic realm of forms is something like the mind of the universe? Many physicists react with anger to such questions. They have no place, or so these physicists argue, in public discussion of the meaning of the science. However, whether you like it or not, it is an unexpected fact and characteristic of the quantum physics that during the past 100 years or so, a large number of physicists, among them distinguished pioneers, were inspired by their science to speak of the presence of the mind in the universe, and they weren't afraid to conclude that consciousness is a cosmic potentiality. This is a phenomenon that has no equivalent in the physics of the centuries prior to 1900, which is usually called classical physics. This phenomenon does in itself not prove anything, but it gives us a choice. We can shrug it off as a sign that the pioneer of quantum physics just didn't understand what they were dealing with, and I have heard a number of physicists express this view. Or we can open our minds and take a look at why these people said what they said, and perhaps we can learn something. Physicists spend their entire lives studying the properties of the matter. Take Hans-Peter Dürr, for example. As a physicist, he writes, "I have spent 50 years, my entire life as a researcher, to ask what it is that hides behind the material. And the result is simple. There is no matter. Basically, there is only a spirit." If you think that Dürr went off the deep end, and what will you think of the Sir Arthur Stanley Eddington when he writes, "The universe is of the nature of a thought or sensation in the universal mind." To put the conclusion crudely, the stuff of the world is mind stuff. Eddington's colleague Sir James Hopwood Jeans takes us even further into the astonishing idea for the time. The universe begins to look more like a great thought than like a great machine. Remember, science is all about machines, instruments, and measurements, setting up experiments, analyzing the finding in a rational way, and sticking to the visible world. No, not necessarily. That is the business of the scientists. They are training their pride and their life, and yet the concept of the universe as a great mind opens up vast new possibilities. For where do we belong in our great mind? Jeans perfectly understood the vistas he had opened up, for he goes on. Mind no longer appears on an accidental intruder into the realm of the matter. We are the intruder that he is talking about. In the biblical sense, classical physics and its offspring, Darwin's biology, have all seen human being as a stranger in a strange land. The time has come to develop a more realistic view of ourselves and nature of the world. It is now possible to think that, as I have described it before, there is a covenant between our mind and the mind-like backgrounds of the universe. If we can make these ideas stick, that is, if I can describe to you some visible phenomena that supports the claim that the stuff around us follow invisible patterns of potentiality that have a cosmic nature, and if I can produce some plausible argument that we too follow the pattern of potentiality that are derived from the cosmic field, then there will be enormous consequences for our understanding of who we are, what we are, and how we should live in this world. These consequences will turn upside down the view of the age of Newton's and Darwin's science, which have become endeared to the general public, and for those who are willing to accept the consequences, life will be richer, more meaningful, and yes, happier.